Dracula, A Love Tale 2025. Let's get right to it. Action. What's going on, Alamo City Movie Talk fans? As always, I'm your host, Ryan D., aka Ryan680.
I'm Angela, that Ange.
And this is Alamo City Movie Talk, guys. First and foremost, thank you so much for making this a part of your day. You know what to do, guys. Like, share, and subscribe. So yeah, I've been a little bit under the weather, guys. You'll hear me muting. I don't want to be coughing all in y'all's face and everything. So you're gonna see my lips move like this, and then just know that I'm coughing. Okay, so I don't want to be coughing up your speakers and everything. So, but yeah, no. Sorry about that. I've been a little bit under the weather, and we're about to be launching full throttle at Disney. We're about to be at Disney Epic Universe this coming weekend. We are out of here. So yeah, we're very, very excited. We've never been to Epic, so it's going to be our first stop. I'm not sure if we're going to record maybe all of it. I don't know. We're going to kind of see the way it goes and everything. And because I know sometimes we just get lost in the magic, and we kind of forget to record. You ever get that? I don't know, call me crazy, but you're just having such a grand, good old time, and you just sometimes forget to capture that moment. But anyways, let's get right to it. Angela, what are we talking about today?
We are talking about Dracula, a love story.
Yep.
When a 15th century prince denounces God after the loss of his wife, he inherits an eternal curse. He becomes Dracula. Condemned to wander the centuries, he defies fate and death, guided by a single hope, to be reunited with his long-lost love. So Ryan, kick us off. I know we kind of had seen like some posters here and there before seeing this.
Yeah.
We got a peek at the cast ahead of time, but what were your thoughts going into this? Were you excited to see this? Did this live up to your expectations?
Yeah, so one of the key things I do want to say this though, and it goes into the realm of Dracula movies, right? Everyone loves a good fucking vampire movie. Everybody does. Whether you're into the underworld genre where it's vampires versus lycans, or if it's just strictly vampires. I remember seeing, and I still love this story. It's a guilty pleasure. It really is. It's not a good movie. I mean, it's an okay movie. I wouldn't even say it's good, but Dracula 2000 is definitely one of those movies to where like it's such the music's great. I mean, the rocking music, the era that it came out of, and it was just so grand. It was so good, and yeah, I love that story so much. I love more the Dracula story of him trying to find his lost love versus him just out rampaging towards everything. Mm-hmm. And so I love this love connection because at the same time though, it shows a little bit development from where he began to now. Even with Dracula 2000, it told us he was pretty much Judas, which I thought was a very interesting concept because we never had that ever in a horror movie, like kind of connected to Christ. And it made sense because the silver coin, the cross, it made all sense. And it was just very, very interesting to me how they went about with that concept. So yeah, it was very, very interesting. So I really did like that. I like that tactic that they did here. But one of my favorite Dracula movies, those Dracula that came out, it's a 1992 Dracula. It's one of my favorite films, of course. And Gary Oldman plays Dracula in this one. And it's such a beautiful movie. If you have not seen if you're like hungry for a Dracula movie, you need to go fucking see that movie because that movie came out the year we were born. Such a beautiful film. I love that one. Anthony Hopkins is in there. Keanu Reeves is in there. I mean, it's up and comers that weren't even big names at the time are in this movie. So anyways, yeah, so leave it at that. Now going into this movie, knowing that we have that history of Dracula, I'm not gonna lie, this movie is solid. It's a really good adaptation here. I gotta admit, with the budget and everything, because it doesn't feel like a big budget movie, and I like that. I'm okay with that. I feel like that this movie really, really focuses a lot on story. It focuses a lot on Dracula's development in a way to where it chooses a different tactic than just going all out bloody. It's more like you already said off camera, the more goth, the more I don't want to say emo, but like just a little bit more gothic and just a little bit more of a I guess you could say a fresher breath air, if you will, and just kind of it knows where it's at. It doesn't try to be like these iconic other Dracula movies. It doesn't go off for the full blood. It doesn't make things too cheesy in a way. At first, I gotta admit though, the first like 20 minutes of it where he's like human, some of the armor looked very cheesy, and I was just like, oh. But again, though, it goes back to budget, right? It goes back to like, this is independent filmmaking, vertical entertainment, which thank you guys for letting us watch this movie in advance. I really enjoyed this movie. This movie's grand. It's so good. And it focuses a lot on the French, if you will. Like, this movie's made in France. It premiered in France last year, mid 2025. We are barely getting into the US. And with
Finally.
yeah, right, with such good reviews, they're solid reviews, and I know a lot of I hate to say, but a lot of how you say it, like a lot of moviegoers, I feel like they're gonna be, some of them are either gonna be like, it's whack, or like it's not good. What do the kids say nowadays? It's not good, or like, I don't know. Well, in our era, it was whack. But anyways, enough of me rambling on. Angela, what did you think of Dracula?
I agree. Definitely is a different, I guess, vision point of view, if you will. It is more of the gothic romantic fantasy.
Oh,
vibe
love that.
Than your typical horror vibe that we're used to with this character.
Yeah,
and I agree. I like that it wasn't trying to live up to past adaptations. Wasn't trying to live up to something. It was kind of taking a new take on it, which I really appreciate. It is definitely leaning into the romance a little bit. But you kind of also, at least for me, having seen previous adaptations and this one, you kind of sympathize with the character. You kind of want him to be, like, you want him to be reunited. You don't see him as this typical monster per se.
Yeah, exactly.
And I really enjoyed that aspect. That
it's different.
You kind of sympathize. You want him to have that angle, and because he really isn't like a deviant and killing random people. I mean, yes, he does kill a lot of nuns, but
but it was a purpose.
I was saying he's not just like ruthless, relentless. It has, like you say, purpose, and I really appreciate that. I will have to give comments on the main actor, Caleb Landry Jones, who played Vlad or Dracula.
Mm-hmm.
Exceptional. I will say he was super exceptional as Dracula. He commanded the stage, the presence. And to second Christoph Waltz, we love him so much in all of his films that he's done. I know you particularly like him in Inglourious Basterds.
Oh, my favorite. And then Django Unchained.
Yeah,
I mean,
he's anything he does, he's great. Amazing. Christoph Waltz. So like to have both of them on screen, they were so exceptionally well done. Like on their own scenes and together too. The few scenes together. I will say I cannot say enough good things about the cast. Even Zoe Blue, who plays Elizabetta, or Mina. Exceptional. I will say I thought this film was really, really well done. The cast, the story, everything was very flowing wonderfully. The setting, the costume design, everything was a really hit and home run for me. I really, really enjoyed it a lot more than I thought I would. Yeah,
no, same here. Again, it goes back to like, man, I thought it was going to be a typical Dracula, I'm gonna kill you, and then like it just,
or like
it wasn't like just, again, it wasn't violence without purpose, and I love that because we've seen violence without purpose, right? He just wants to fucking kill humans or whatever, right? But and we've seen different adaptations. We've seen Buffy the Vampire. We've seen other adaptations kind of where they kill vampires, right? And so this one was definitely different. It was romantic, dramatic elements here, and I really did appreciate that. Focusing a lot on Dracula's emotional turmoil, if you will, and it really gets to love story that straight into horror mix. It's so unique. I would say it's unique because it's kind of weird to blend. It's kind of weird to blend all these together and to have it make sense and to have a really good story.
And flow.
Yeah,
flow very nice.
It flows very nicely.
Yeah, written and directed by Luke Besson.
Yeah.
Exceptional job. Again, I really, for an adaptation that's been done so many times you can count.
So many times.
Vampires is going to continue to go on.
100%.
And there's so many great different character stories in that genre. I think this is another great one for me, at least for me.
Yeah, no, and Luke Benson also wrote The Fifth Element as well and directed The Fifth Element.
I love The Fifth Element. That's such a good movie.
And that's the thing too. I'm not a fan of The Fifth Element.
Oh, you're a hater.
I know,
you're
but
a hater.
But I did enjoy Lucy, which was Scarlett Johansson, and Leon the Professional. That's a great movie. So that came out in 1994. So that's what I'm saying. He knows filmmaking. He's made a lot of great artistic film movies, great films, and so I have no doubt about it. Like this is one of the main reasons I feel like that we enjoyed it way more than we thought we would, because of the film, because the way it was edited, because the way it was story was told. And I feel like it's a story that was, yes, it's similar because it has the name Dracula, but if you take Dracula out of it, it actually still makes sense. A vampire who just, who just has a castle. I mean, has lived through different lifetimes.
Searching for his long lost.
It's almost like Beauty and the Beast, if you will, in a way. The castle's not that big, and it happens in France, so it's Beauty and the Beast. If you were to, just saying.
The jury's out on that one.
Oh, whatever. Anyways, all right, guys. Well, there you have it. Rating 1 out of 10. 10 being the highest. Angela, what do you give this rating?
Again, I really, really enjoyed this. I thought it was a really solid film. I could watch it again and again for a horror film. I love the gothic vibes. I love the romantic fantasy vibes. I will give it a solid 8. Because again, I think the cast is exceptional. The story was wonderfully done.
Not bad.
Yeah, a solid 8 in my opinion.
All right. I'm going to do a solid 8.5. Again, I really love Christopher Waltz in here. I thought it was a really solid movie, solid vampire film. And again, it's not so much action. It's more story driven. And I love that. I love sad movies. And this definitely makes you sad. It makes you sympathize for Dracula already. And it has that different point of view of Dracula than we have ever gotten in a while. I mean, I felt sympathized with Dracula 2000 a little bit, but then it wasn't as much as this one. So I'll leave it at that, guys. Question is for you guys, though. Let us know what you guys think. Let us know in the comments down below. But yeah, obviously we give it above rating, average, and everything. So yeah, definitely a solid movie, a really good film, above average. But this is gonna make money at the box office. That's what I want to know.
That's tough, because I know I had seen kind of some posters kind of posted here and there online, but I actually didn't see any marketing as far as like trailers or any really like promo interviews. That didn't pop up on social media. I really hope that this is one of those films that gets good word of mouth. I hope that people see it, love it, talk about it, spread the word. So I didn't see any marketing for it. I could be wrong, but I don't expect it to, just because I didn't see the big budget behind the marketing. But again, I really hope people turn out to the theater and give it a try for their own. Yeah, no, for sure. I do recommend this movie, guys, to go check this out. A Love Tale. Another thing too, I do want to say as well, was the budget right now is it's saying $45 to $52 million. So that's not bad. I mean, it's just gonna be tough because you said it already. There was no marketing for this. I didn't see anything. I really didn't. And it's sad that we didn't see anything, because I feel like that they should have really put some more money into the marketing side of it. Because it deserves it. I think all the films deserve at least to be exposed, exposure on social media.
Maybe they were trying to rely on the word of mouth, but that was like mid 2025. Like if it would have came out late 2025, it probably would have had still that legs and had some legs and kind of make its word of mouth, if you will, to the US. And so, but sadly.
Yeah, I hope again people turn out for this. I hope people give it a chance. And I do hope it makes some money back. I think I had last checked the budget in the box office, at least overseas on certain countries. It didn't quite make up the total budget, I think.
So right now it's grossed $29.2 million.
Right, out of like a $45 million.
But it hasn't made, as of now, no domestic US box office are officially reported. So it hasn't been in the US yet.
We'll see.
Yep, we will see. All right, guys, thank you so much for making this a part of your day. You know what to do, guys. Like, share, subscribe. I'm Ryan D. Ryan680.
I'm Angela, that killed Ange.
Alamo City Movie Talk, guys. You know what to do. Like, share, and subscribe, and see you at the movies. Peace.